Module 2, Topic B review. Write the letters you use to help you simplify expressions, because we don't solve expressions, we simplify them. So B for brackets, D for parentheses, E for exponents. Then we do multiplication and division at the same time. And then we do addition and subtraction at the same time. So it stands for B PEMDAS. You can write it out that way, or you can just write it this way. And remember, burp, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's something that will help you to remember B PEMDAS. So we're going to use our order of operations in order to simplify these expressions. They are expressions because they're not equal signs. There are no brackets because brackets look like this. There are parentheses. I do see those. So I do what's in the parentheses first. And now I can just simplify that. And I have my answer, so I circle it. Next, there's no brackets again, but I do see parentheses. I do whichever parentheses are on the left first. And I rewrite everything else, including the parentheses that are around the 7 minus 4. There still are no brackets, but there are more parentheses. So I solve that. Now, if I can't do 48 times 3 in my head, I can go on the side here, because I cannot have an equal sign in the problem, but on the side I can. And I realize that this comes out to 144, and I can circle my answer. So the next order of operations is down here. Once again, we look for brackets. This time I see brackets, so within the brackets, I follow my order of operations. In the brackets, there are parentheses, so that is what I do first. And I rewrite everything else, including the brackets. I still have brackets, so I have to do what's in the brackets first. Now I no longer have brackets, and I'm left with this. Now if I go through my order of operations, I did brackets. There's no more parentheses, but there are exponents here. I see this exponent up here. And what this exponent right here really means is 4 times 4. 4 multiplied by itself 2 times. 4 times 4 is 16. So I write 16 here instead of 4 to the second power. And then I have 7 plus 16, and that comes out to 23. Now I'll try this one over here with order of operations. I do not see any brackets, but I do see parentheses. So that's what I do first. I rewrite everything else. And I see some multiplication and subtraction. So in the order of operations, there goes brackets, then it goes parentheses, then it goes exponents, then multiplication and division. So I have to take this first and rewrite everything else. Now I can do 154 minus 100, and I have 54 minus 11. And now 54 minus 11, I can just solve that, and I end up with 43, and I circle that. Next, sometimes I have to come up with the expressions. If you see, it says do not solve, so I need to make sure I pay attention to that. So the difference tells me to subtract. 9 34s, that's a multiplication, and 6 34s, that's a multiplication. So I want to know the difference between 9 34s and 6 34s. And that's how I write my expression. This one, 8 times is obvious that it's multiplication. The sum tells me to add of 13 and 9. I want 8 times, but I need the sum first. I don't want 18 times 13. I want 18 times the sum, so I have to put that into parentheses. Next, we're going to compare. We're going to write each number in standard form or explain how I know I can do it either way. So what I like to do is I see that in here on this side is 69, and in here on this side is also 69. This side is then multiplying 35 times that 69. Well, this one is multiplying it times 53. This is a larger number since these two are the same. So I know that my answer has to go this way. If you're not sure about that, you can just multiply them out using the standard algorithm and come up with the exact answer. Next, we're doing the standard algorithm. I'm going to just do this quietly so you can just check your answer using what I have written. Notice it does say to rewrite vertically, so you must do that. Next one. Bottom two. Now the directions have changed and it says to make sure that you estimate first. So you must make sure that you estimate first. I'll do both estimations first. And now I'm going to solve the actuals, and that will be the end of the review.